Hey there guys, today I'm going to make a review of one of my BB guns. In this case we are going to review the Eagle M85, or better known as the G36, and we're going to start off with the actual gun itself. As you can see, when it first arrives it comes like this, with the shoulder extender folded in, and when you first take it out you notice this thing is all hard plastic. There's not a lot of metal pieces except for the front part of the sight and the few screws which are attached. The extender extends like this by pressing the button on the side here. It can flop back, it fall back into SMG position like this, or when it's pressed like this, you have a proper rifle. It's all very stable, it doesn't wobble at all, so there's nothing really to worry about. Despite this is just complete plastic, it's very, very solid. Okay, let's come to the accessories that come along with these. As you can see, we have two mags here because I bought another mag, because these mags only have a capacity of about 35 rounds, so I thought it's a little not enough, so I bought two, but only one will be supplied. And I'll show you this. It clicks in like this. You hear the positive click, and the fake bullets down here, they look pretty cool. That's one thing I really liked about it. You can also, if you decide to buy two magazines, you can also show this to the camera. You can also clip them together, so you have a dual magazine. That's what I prefer to do, and it's a lot easier to change your mag then. Right. Things that come with the gun is, for example, the front grip. Still all plastic. Has a little screw on the bottom which enables you to just slide it on one of the plastic panels. So you can just undo the screw. I'll just release it a little bit more. It'll just completely slide on, and it's very stable as well, and it will stay on there forever if you don't release it. Another thing that comes with it is the silencer. Again, full plastic. Gives the gun a little bit more kind of a psychic view, but as you can see here, this is not high quality because this part will come off very, very easily if you mistreat it only a little. So that means be careful with this because you'll break quite easily. Then you get your little flashlight. There's a 3 AAA batteries. That's what required, and it's quite bright, and the batteries are supplied with the light, which is very good. Then you get a laser pointer. This is a standard class 2 laser, and it's also attached to either side of the gun, either on this rail, or you can put it on this rail, or if you decide to leave the grip away, you can also put it down here. It's quite powerful, the laser, actually. I'm just going to demonstrate to you. It gives a lot of power, and it'll last quite a long time. What's also quite long lasting is your battery pack. In this case, you get a nickel metal cadmium 7.2 volts battery pack. It contains about 6 batteries, and let me show you where the battery comes in. Is the following. There's a little, if you can see this, there's a little point right here. No, actually, sorry, on the other side. On the other side there's a little point right here. When you press that, the whole front containment will slide off. You can see the barrel here, and on the other side you're going to have your battery holding clip. So you just attach the battery in here, it'll go all the way through here. And then when you're done doing that, you can just get the thing, slide back on, it'll click back into position. Also, supplied with a gun, standard wise, is a suppressor, and whoops, actually I prefer to keep this on the gun because it's a little barrel, it protects the barrel a little bit, and it looks pretty cool. I prefer this suppressor to the silencer. And one of the highlight accessories is your laser sights. Just have a look at this. This is still full plastic, but for a beginner this is actually quite good, because I heard a lot of people say, oh, this is rubbish, you can just throw it away. Actually, it's quite it's quite well for beginners if you're going to start with this. And maybe I can just give you a view of what it looks. The side, maybe you can see the red cross in there. Got two light intensity switches. You can switch it, right? Switch it like that, and give it a little less light. Right, and you also get a little strap type of thing, but we didn't figure quite out what's that good for. We figured it was good to hold the end of the laser to keep constantly activated, but it wasn't really useful for us. You also, of course, are supplied with a charger, very important for your battery pack. And my advice to you guys is use the battery completely down to completely low level, and then recharge it until it's completely full. This will increase the lifetime of your battery quite a lot. So in total, I think I have to say this is quite a good gun for beginners. It only costs £35. You got a lot of accessories with it, and despite it's all plastic, it is still very stable for a gun. I would recommend it for people who are starting to play with BBs. And that was from me so far. Thank you very much.